Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a little bit more action of the American Pacemaker lathe for you. What I have here is a roll that's got a bad journal on the end that I'm holding there. It needs to be welded and turned and bring it back to spec for the pillow block bearing to sit on there. So we're gonna show you how it's done. All right, sit back and relax and enjoy. Are you taking notes, Tom? here's the repair that we're going to do. The shaft is worn. It's obvious it's been worn. It looks like at one time it was worn really bad here, and they moved their bearing out here, and now it's worn on this end. So it's a flange block style bearing that goes on there, like a pillow block. So what we're going to do is weld this up, the whole thing, and then machine it back down, and it's going to be machined to 1 15/16. Okay, there's a quick clip of what I'm doing. I'm starting with the lowest point first. I'm going to put a pass through here and build all that up, and then once I do that, then I'll do the whole thing from end to end. Okay, there's my ground set up. Just using an old piece of ground cable there, and I have it clipped together and then grounded at the bottom so that it just basically slides across the OD right there, and it seems to do pretty good. Got that trick from Jody. I'm running some 70/18s, 5/32, 70/18 rods. I like to weld as big as I can and put as much metal down as I can get. So just got to keep doing that, and I'll give you a couple more clips as we make some progress. Once I go all the way around, you know, you come back around to your start, which has got the flux. And typically what you do is just try to weld past it, and you weld over the top of that flux, and it starts burning through, and it'll flow down in there. And then once you start your next pass, you start it past where you ended and come on around over the top of that where you tried to flow it together, and it'll all blend together really good. Okay, there it is, completely welded up. But what I'm going to do is make another pass around it, because I'm afraid that it's not going to be built up enough. So we went around it this way, and now what I'm going to do is run some stringer passes all the way down the length, and that should tie in all of the little valleys in between the weld beads, and when I go to turn it, I shouldn't have to worry about running into any little low spots that don't clean up in the weld. Alright guys, we got that thing welded up. I feel confident that that's plenty of weld, so we can set it back up in the lathe and turn it to 1 15/16 for your pillow block bearing. So I'll just give it a little bit of time to cool down with the fan on it, and then we'll go back to the big lathe and start turning. We'll have to recut the center. We want to make sure we got a good true center there, and then we'll turn it down to size, okay? Okay, got it set back up, trued up. It's still slightly warm to the touch, but it's still cooling down. We're gonna go ahead and start getting it roughed in. So we're gonna make a face cut, and then I'm gonna recut that center. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open that hole up just a little bit. That center hole with the center drill, but I'm gonna cut it with the compound. Okay, cleaned her up. So I'm gonna find a little bar or something to go in there and cut this true. Got the compound set on 30 degrees or 60 degree included angle. Using a little Loris boring bar, we'll true that center up. All right, that cleaned her up right there. I took about 10 thousandths, not very much. All right, getting ready to turn. I've got a stop set. We're gonna leave a little bit of metal here near the shoulder, and I'm gonna clean that up with a big radius tool. So we'll just turn it down up to that point where I've got it stopped. And we'll try this insert, see how it does. Typically on stuff like this, you can get really good results if you just use a high-speed tool bit, you know, a sharp high-speed tool bit, and run it kind of slow with cutting oil, and it'll get underneath all this weld really well. But sometimes you can do good with an insert too. Making a little mark there so we can kind of see where we want to stop. And that's probably going to be the highest spot there, so I'm going to set a 0. Alright, let's start off with about 150. See, we'll make a little cut, see if we can get a measurement on it, see about where we are. Okay, we still got plenty of metal. 2 3/8. Okay, now you can really see the highs and lows, but we still got a lot to come off there, so you get it stopped. Come back here. Still showing. Keep whittling her down. I'll go in another 150. Good, man. Taking a second rough pass now.
With a big radius into that.
Yeah. I use that. Some big radius tool, probably 1/2 inch. Go in there and clean that corner all the way up, make it nice and round.
I think it's running nice and true.
Yeah, it is. That tube's nice and round and smooth, man. Guess it's got to be for that paper.
Is that where that's going?
Yeah.
Fish plant.
pretty much going to be my last roughing pass. That's going to put me within about 50 thousandths of my target size. And it's just about time to go. I'm going to make this cut, and then everything will be nice and cool in the morning, and then we'll make our finished cuts. I just made a finished, not a finished cut, but a 20,000 pass. Now I'm going to make a finished cut. 962, so that's going to be 20 thousandths, about 25 thousandths to bring it to size. 62, 52, 42, plus 4. Let's take about 24. Finish it at 1 15/16. Backed off a thousandths. Let's see where we finished it at. Okay, 939. So that's about right. Instead of leaving myself 1, I left myself 2. So 939. So I have 2 thousandths that I need to file and polish this down, and it'll make it look nice and shiny. So we're gonna cut this. Where is my tool? Oh, here it is. Radius tool in the corner, and then chamfer the end. Adjust your tension on the top of the steady rust to get that chatter out of there. Down here and finish her. more tension on the roller. Just gonna try to blend it together. I might have to slow it down just a little bit. Keep the chatter down. Got a little bit to go. I'm just hand working this. Okay, that's feeling good right there. What I want to do is slow it down and try to blend this a little better. Alright, I'll get it out of there. Slow it down. So I still got a little bit more. We'll have to blend all this together good with some emery paper. Alright, I think this is getting good right there. I'll back off. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm just going to use this one to come in here and hit a chamfer. What I like to do is just stick them in here. Just kind of angle it about how I want it. Let's say about like that. About a 45. I really like this tool because it sticks it out here further on these big machines. You can get up in there in these small diameters a lot easier. And I got to drop it back down. I'll file it, clean it up. Alright, that'll take the initial high spots off. Yeah, 939. So, I still got some cleaning to do right here and get it down to size. Should be getting real close here. All right, 937. 937. 937. So I want to do a little more right here just by hand, and then we'll try the bearing. It should be about ready. There's your bearing, flange block. It'll actually slide on there like this, I believe. Probably going that way. Make sure no rust in there. There it is. That's a nice fit. That'd be a proper fit for a bearing of this style, so that the guys can put it on there, and then the set screws lock it in place. Right there on the end. Okay guys, this one's done.